What a banger today. Oh my gosh. If we held the full TP, would have been 330 dirty murdy points, dude. Holy frick. All right, let's get into it. So, I was bearish coming into the day. Don't pay attention to any of this. I was bearish coming in the day because had this big 15-minute bearish gap we were holding and moving lower from. Right. We also had this draw on liquidity here, and all of these draws lower here. Right. And on the higher time frame, kind of delivering lower. Right. So I had a bearish bias coming in the day. But market ends up opening, pushing lower, edging this low. Get this inversion, just rip up. We had some more news here. So I actually wasn't even mad about that because I kind of looked at it as a manipulation leg. So we had these London highs up here we end up pushing into. We sweep out these London highs as well as tap into 15-minute bearish gap, right? So having this 15-minute bearish gap, beautifully, and I mean beautifully, reject from both of those levels, right? And so I did not take this trade. This first inversion right here, did not take this. One, because we had this 1 minute gap below, but two, because we're still in this bullish structure until we get a failure swing, right? Until we fail to move higher, we're still in this bullish structure. So, that being said, I waited for us to push higher, right? Back in this 15-minute, we resweep this liquidity. And if we look over here on ES fails to make a new high, which I love. So we have an SMT here with ES. ES ends up inversing this gap, and just pay attention to this at 10:09. So at 10:09, ES gets a 1 minute CISD, kind of breaking this bullish structure. And we had already had this 1 minute inversion failure swing. So 10:09, we broke structure on ES, right? We push up here, right? Look, we want to go higher. Nope. Boom. Failure swing there. CISD. And we end up front running this gap, right? We end up getting in right here. I got in just because I had so much confidence. I got in at 10:09 because I saw ES close below that, get that CISD, and kind of break this bullish structure. So that gave me so much confidence that I wanted to end up getting in early, and it actually ended up saving us, right? So we got in early here. Our full TP was down here at these lows, which was 323 points. Actually insane. Ends up hitting full TP because we're goaded, but ended up getting trailed out about here. Okay, so we still caught 160 points with zero. I'm not even kidding. Zero, maybe like 4 ticks of drawdown, but pretty much zero drawdown, right? So we get in here and go break even at this low, right? And then we start trailing at this low once we came into this 15-minute bullish gap. So, I mean, it was just picture perfect, right? We end up front running this gap after ES breaks structures. We get in there at 10:09. Perfect, 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 right? Because if we waited for this inversion right here, which wouldn't have been bad, still would have been a really good trade, right? We would have had to go break even right here once we came to this gap and would have got break even, right? And it would have been brutal. And then we probably would have got re-entered here, probably got stopped out and whatever. So this ends up being literally the most beautiful trade of all time, right? So that's why a lot of you guys, if you're failing with your inversions and all that, you need to wait for failure swings. You need to wait for price to show you that it's not going to keep going up or it's not going to keep going down. Like right here, we push up. If we want to keep going higher, we're going to make a new high. We fail to make a new high. We start to move lower. ES break structure. Bang. Get our entry. Freaking banger. The market has been so volatile lately, so we're just catching really big moves. Oh, dude, if we held this to full TP, would have genuinely, I would have secured like, dude, I would have secured like a freaking 15K payout. But I mean, like, I literally called all of this out perfectly in the VIP, and it was just brings a tear to my eye. But love you guys. Hope all you have a blessed rest of your day. Hope you guys are trading good. But yeah, God loves you. I love you. Hopefully the market makers love you. But yeah, let's go.